Growing up in the 1980s, I was young enough to still experience community in the middle class of America. Almost every weekend there was a barbecue, or somebody was having a party, and it was family oriented. And so I was constantly seeing my friends. We would be playing sports together, and then even people like my dad would have brunch up at his house on Sundays, and it would be like a massive potluck with all his friends and their children who are my friends. And we experienced this really good time, even though it was on like the last legs of the peak of America. And it's only gotten worse. And as you see what's happening now, it's important for you to recognize it's only going to get worse. Will everything correct? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But if you look around you, what you see is a descent into savagery. You see people have absolutely no respect for their own bodies, let alone any standards of culture. And this is going to offend a lot of people, but it's true. You need look no further than tattoos, piercings, vulgarity. A lot of this is the media using idols, teen idols, right? Idolatry, which begets fetishism. I'm not talking about fetish in the modern sense. I'm talking about actual fetishism regarding religion and constructs. And so what we have had is a lowering of standards in every aspect of our lives, to a point where we don't have any standards for the way the system of government is used. And it's a system that at one point was there to guarantee freedoms, and now is just being wielded as an instrument of control, of violence, and there's absolutely no humility in the demons wielding the government. And so you're not going to get them conceding, because psychopaths can't admit they're wrong. And when you have this permeating every avenue of government in every American institution, you have nothing but a literal demon infestation in the very sense of the word. D, which is to negate, DE, right? The prefix DE, like in deconstruct, whatever. And then you have mon, from monos, one. So negated from one, separated from itself, separated from God. And unfortunately, it has led to a way of life where, in order to chase or try to accomplish things that were good things 50 years ago, you have to lower your standards so much to the point where it's not even worth it. And you have to enter yourself into these crazy, unconscionable contracts, because nobody in this world can keep their word, right? And everybody has too much access to too much choice, and in doing so, with a mindset of degradation, degeneracy, and lack of self-control, they make the wrong choice over and over again. And people can't see how their choices devalue them. So there's no need to get upset with this, but you need to recognize it, that it's a race to the bottom from here on out. And I'm not here to give you uplifting words or inspire you on what you can do, other than to be aware of it and focus on putting what resources you have into the very things that are going to go up as things go down, assets, and try to get as self-sufficient as possible. And it's only going to get worse. I hate to say it, but I'm just looking at this, and I don't see how this ends without massive collapse. And in the aggregate that is the good thing. It's just we're going to have to live through it if it even happens in our lifetime. But as bad as it is now, it can get much worse, and it probably will get much worse here. And that's if we avoid war. If we don't avoid war, then I don't even want to imagine it. Just get away from the cities. But it's time to start thinking about where you can go and still achieve peace in the chaos, and what you can do to still find purpose in life. So I hope this finds you well, given the circumstances, and I hope you have the strength to not devalue yourself, to not fear being alone, and to not desecrate yourself. And if you have children, hopefully you will instill that in them so they don't make the same mistakes that you did. And I'll see you when I see you.